Hello, you're welcome to your mathematics class. Today we're going to the section B of our 2019 BECE question. If you are not seeing the section A, then you have to check our YouTube channel, My Simple Math. And remember, when you subscribe, you need to click on the notification button so that you can get a alert from us each time we post a new question. Alright, let's get to work. Question 1. Factorize xy plus 4x plus 2y plus 8. Factorize. So when we are factorizing, what we're trying to do is to get the factors of this particular equation. So xy plus 4x plus 2y plus 8. I'm going to pick them, this 2, and then this 2. Bring out whatever is common between them. Xy, 4x. X is common, so I'll bring my x out. Xy divided by x is y. 4x divided by x is 4. And I move on to this 2. What is common between them? 2. 2 is the common factor. I'll bring out 2. 2y divided by 2 is y. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So now how do I know that my factorization is correct? What I have in brackets should be the same. Do you understand? At least one of this should be the same. So I'm going to bring this out, y plus 4, and then this x plus this 2. So x plus 2, y plus 4 are the factors for this equation, xy plus 4x plus 2y plus 8. Do you understand that? Good. Question 2. Simplify two whole number 1 over 2x divided by 5x over 8. This has to do with division of fraction. So I'm going to write out my question. Two whole number 1 over 2x divided by 5x over 8. I'll change this two whole number 1 over 2 to improper fraction. 2 times 2, 4, plus 1, 5. 5 over 2x divided by 5x over 8. Did you see that? Alright, so the next thing is I'm going to change this division to multiplication. Remember, when you're dividing a fraction, after you change it to the multiplication sign, the denominator here becomes the numerator, while the numerator becomes the denominator. And that's what I've done here. 5 times x will give me 5x divided by this 2. I'll change this to multiplication and then bring my 8 to be the numerator and my 5x becomes the denominator. Alright, this way now 5x can cancel out 5x, so I'm left with 8 divided by 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. And so my answer is 4. Is that okay? Good. The next question says simplify 1 over 2 bracket 4x plus 2 minus 2x. Alright, so what do? I have to, this 1 over 2 simply means divide 4x plus 2 divided by 2. So if I divide this by 2, 4x divided by 2 is 2x. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So I'm left with this. Alright, I want to open this bracket. Minus times minus gives me plus. So this is plus 2x. And then I can collect my like terms. 2x plus 2x, 4x plus 1. And that's my final answer. Is that taken? Very good. The next question, we have a lot of simplification question here. So let's see. Simplify 6a plus 3b minus bracket 3a minus 5b. Alright, the first thing is to remove my bracket. We're using board math. Remove my bracket. 6a plus 3b. This becomes minus 3a. And then I have a minus sign here, another minus sign here, which gives me a positive sign. So plus 5b. Is that taken? And the next thing is for me to collect like terms. 6a minus 3a, 3b plus 5b. Can you see that? 6a minus 3a is 3a, 3b plus 5b is 8b. So 3a plus 8b is the final answer. Do you understand this? Very good. The next question says expand 2 bracket 4x plus 3 plus x plus 2 squared. So I'm expanding. Alright, so let's start with this. Let's expand this. 2 times 4x is 8x. 2 times 3 is 6. And then x plus 2 squared means x plus 2 multiplied by another x plus 2. And that's what I've written here. Alright, so I'll write this 8x plus 6. And then let me open this bracket. X times x is x squared. X times 2 is 2x. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 2 is 4. So this is my expansion here. Alright, so the next thing is, let me collect my like things. I have x squared. I'll bring this out. Then let me look for those that have the coefficients of x. This is 8x. I'll write it out. Plus 2x plus another 2x plus 6 plus 4. Alright, so I'll go further. S squared, and then I'll add this up. 8x plus 2x, 10x. 10x plus 2x, 12x. And then this is 6 plus 4, 10. Is that okay? So this is going to give me a quadratic equation, x squared plus 12x plus 10. Is that okay? Good. Alright, I'm expanding this. Minus 3a minus 5x in the bracket. Another bracket minus 2b minus 4y. Do you see that? Okay, so I'm actually going to multiply them out. So let's start. Minus 3a multiplied by minus 2b. Remember, this minus will cancel out this minus, so I'm left with 6ab. And then I use this minus 3a multiplied by minus 4y. This minus will cancel out 2. And so I'll be left with 3 times 4, 12. And then ay, 12ay. And I'll move to this. Minus 5x multiplied by minus 2b. The minus will cancel out. And I'll be left with 5 times 2, 10. bx. Always arrange them in ascending order. You have b before x in your alphabet. So bx. And then minus 5x multiplied by minus 4y. This minus will cancel out this minus. I'll be left with 5 times 4, 20, x times y, xy. So this is the expansion of this equation. Is that okay? Good. The next question says, factorize 12x squared plus 15xy. Factorize, that means I should look for the factor. Alright, what's the factor? What's common? 3. 3 can go in both. And then x, there is x here, there is x. So 3x is common to both numbers. I'll bring that out. And then I'll open my bracket. 12x squared divided by 3x. I'll be left with 4x. And that's because 12 divided by 3 is 4. S squared divided by x is x. Then 15xy divided by 3x. 15 divided by 3 is 5. xy divided by x is y. So 3x bracket 4x plus 5y is the factor of this equation. Is that okay? Good. Question 8. Factorize 7a raised to the power 3 b raised to the power 2 minus 14a raised to the power 2 b raised to the power 3. Alright, so we're going to look out for the factor. What is common? 7 is common, a square is common, and b square is common. And then I would now do my division to see what will be left in the bracket. 7a raised to the power 3 b raised to the power 2 divided by 7a raised to the power 2 b raised to the power 2. You know this 7 will cancel out this 7. This is a square. If I say a raised to the power 3 divided by a raised to the power 2, that will give me a. And then this b square will cancel out this b square. I'm left with a. Alright, now for this, 14 divided by 7 is 2. A raised to the power 2, a raised to the power 2 will cancel each other out. And then b raised to the power 3 divided by b raised to the power 2 will give me b. So this is my answer. 7a raised to the power 2, b raised to the power 2, bracket a minus 2b. Is that taken? Good. Alright. Alright, question 9. Simplify x squared minus 3x divided by x squared minus 5x plus 6. You can see that this is a quadratic equation, so we'll solve this quadratic equation. X squared minus 3x divided by x squared minus 5x plus 6. Okay, I can factorize this. X is common to both, so I'll bring out my x. X squared divided by x is x. 3x divided by x is 3. So x into bracket x minus 3. Alright, the next thing is for me to factorize this. Remember how we factorize our quadratic equation? I think of two numbers that when I multiply them together will give me 6. Do you understand that? Two numbers that when I multiply them together will give me 6, and when I add them together will give me minus 5. And those two numbers are minus 2 and minus 3, because minus 2 times minus 3 will give me plus 6. Minus 2 plus minus 3 will give me minus 5. Is that taken? Minus 2 minus 3 will give me minus 5. Very good. Alright, so what I'm going to do is to replace this 5x with my minus 2x and minus 3x, since those are the two numbers that are the factors that when I multiply together will give me 6, and when I add together will give me minus 5. So instead of minus 5x, I'm going to have minus 2x minus 3x. Is that taken? X squared minus 2x minus 3x plus 6. Alright, so x into bracket x minus 3, and then I'll find out the factors of this. What is common? X. I'm left with x squared divided by x, x. 2x divided by x, 2, isn't it? Minus 2x divided by x minus 2. And then I'll come here, what's common? Minus 3. Minus 3x divided by minus 3 will give me x. 6 divided by minus 3 will give me minus 2. Okay, so I'll bring this out. X minus 3 in a bracket, and then x minus 2 in another bracket. Remember, my numerator still remain x bracket x minus 3. Okay, so this can cancel out this. I'll be left with this x divided by x minus 2. So x divided by x minus 2 is my final answer. Is that taken? Okay, you can pause your video so that you can go through it again in case you're confused. Is that okay? Good. The next question says, what is the LCM of 12x squared and 4xy? Okay, what is the LCM of 12x squared and 48xy? There are different ways of solving our LCM. This is one of the ways we can express the number in terms of its factors. So I can say 12x squared is the same thing as saying 2 times 2 times 3. You know, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12. So 2 times 2 times 3 multiplied by x multiplied by x. That means I'm expressing 12x squared in terms of its prime factors. Is that okay? I can do the same thing for 4xy. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Do you understand? For 48xy, you can do the same thing. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times x times y. Is that taken? Now for me to know the LCM, I'm going to pick the highest number of times that each of these numbers appear. If you look at 2, 2 appears 2 times here, while it appears 4 times here. So I'm going to pick 4, because we're dealing with LCM. If it was HCF, I'll pick the least number of times it appears. But for LCM, I'm picking the highest number of times each of these numbers or each of these factors appear. For 2, I have 4 times here, so I'm going to write it out. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. For 3, 3 appears 1 here and 1 time here, so I'm going to write out 1. And then for my x, x appears twice here, once here. I'm going to write it out twice. And then for my y, y appears 1 time. I'm going to write 1. So this is 48x squared y. Do you understand? Okay, so our LCM is 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8 times 2, 16, 16 times 3, 48. X times x, x squared, and then y, y. Is that taken? Good. Question 11, remember I said we can solve our LCM in different ways. This is another method of solving LCM. Find the LCM of 10a squared b, 15ab squared c, and 20bc squared. So I can put them in tabular form. 10a squared b will be here, 15ab squared c will be here, 20bc squared will be here. And then I start dividing by the lowest number possible. I'm starting with 2. 2 in 10a squared b will be 5a squared b. 2 here, since I can't divide it without a remainder, I'll just rewrite the number. 2 in 20bc squared will give me 10bc squared. I can still use 2. 2 in 5a squared b, I'll just rewrite it. 2 in 15ab squared c, I'll rewrite it. 2 in 10bc squared is 5bc squared. Then I'll move to 3. 3 in 5a squared b, I'll rewrite it. 3 in 15ab squared c, that would give me 5ab squared c. 3 in 5bc squared, I'll rewrite the number. 5, I can divide by 5 now. 5 in 5a squared b will give me a squared b. 5 in 5ab squared c will give me ab squared c. 5 in 5bc squared will give me bc squared. And then I'll move to a. A in a squared b will be ab. A in ab squared c will be b squared c. A in bc squared, I'll rewrite the number. I can still divide by a. A in ab, I have b. A in b squared c, I'll rewrite the number. A in bc squared, I'll rewrite the number. And I can move to b. B in b is 1. B in b squared c is bc. B in bc squared is c squared. Then I'll move to b again. B in 1, 1. B in bc squared, b. B in c squared, I'll rewrite the number. C. C in 1, 1. C in c, 1. C in c squared, c. I can still divide with c. C in 1 is 1. C in 1, 1. C in c, 1. So our aim is to have 1, 1, 1 for the 3 numbers. So having achieved that, we can now write out all the factors. So I have 2 times 2 times 3 times 5 times a times b times e times c times c. And that is what I've written out here. So this is a squared, b squared, c squared. Can you see that here? Alright, so our LCM is 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12, 12 times 5, 60. A squared, b squared, c squared. And this is the LCM of 10a squared b, 15ab squared c, and 20bc squared. Is that taken? Good. If you have any issue with this question, you can rewind, pause, and go through it again. The next question, find the value of x if 5 bracket x plus 1 is equals to 7 bracket x minus 3. So let's open this bracket. 5 times x, 5x, 5 times 1, 5 is equals to 7 times x, 7x, 7 times minus 3 minus 21. So the next thing is, let me collect the like hand, bring all the x to the right hand side while I bring my numbers to the left hand side. This is minus 21. When it comes here, it becomes plus 21. So 5 plus 21. And then my 5x come this way and become minus 5x. 7x minus 5x. 5 plus 21, 26. 7x minus 5x, 2x. And then you divide both sides by 2. 26 divided by 2, 2x divided by 2. That will give me x is equals to 26 divided by 2. And 26 divided by 2 is 13. So the value of x is 13. Is that taken? Good. Question 13. If 2x squared minus 25 is equals to 25, what is the positive value of x? Alright, so I'll bring my minus 25 to this side and it will become 2x squared is equals to 25 plus 25. 2x squared is equals to 50. Divide both sides by 2 for me to get my value of x squared. So 2x squared divided by 2 is x squared. 50 divided by 2. S squared is 50 divided by 2 is 25. So the next thing is to find the square root of both sides. Find the square root of x squared, find the square root of 25. The square root of x squared is x. Why? Because square root will cancel out the square, and this gives us x. And then the square root of 25 is 5, because 5 times 5 gives us 25. So the value of x is 5. Positive value of x is 5. Do we understand this? Very good. The next question, solve the equation x over 3 minus x over 4 is equals to 1. So this is fraction, and so we have to find the LCM. LCM of 3 and 4 is 12. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 times x, 4x. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times x, 3x. So I have 4x minus 3x divided by 12 is equals to 1. 4x minus 3x is x divided by 12 is equals to 1. Did you see that? So by the time I cross multiply, x will be 12 times 1. And so my x is 12. Is that taken? Good. The next question, solve the equation 2x plus 3 divided by 3 minus 3x over 2 is equals to minus 4. 2x plus 3 divided by 3 minus 3x over 2 is equals to minus 4. So for this, I would find the LCM of 3 and 2. LCM of 3 and 2 is 6. 3 and 6 is 2. So I have two whole numbers, 2x plus 3 in bracket, and then 2 in 6 is 3. I have 3 brackets, 3x is equals to minus 4. So let's open the brackets. 2 times 2x, 4x. 2 times 3 plus 6 minus 3 times 3x minus 9x. And I'll cross multiply this. 6 times minus 4 will give me minus 24. Is that taken? Let's bring all the x to the left hand side while all the numbers come to the right hand side. So I have 4x minus 9x, and then this 6 comes this way, it becomes minus 6. So minus 24 minus 6. 4x minus 9x is minus 5x. Minus 24 minus 6 is minus 30. Divide both sides by minus 5. So minus 5x divided by minus 5 is x. Minus 30 divided by minus 5 is 6. Because this minus cancel out as minus. Is that taken? Very good. The next question, x over 3 minus 1 over 3 is equals to 0. Alright, so for this, LCM of 3 and 3 is 3 since it's a like fraction. So x minus 1 over 3 is equals to 0. So by the time we cross multiply, 3 times 0 is 0. So x minus 1 is equals to 0. I bring my minus 1 to this side. It becomes a positive 1. X is equals to 1. Straightforward, isn't it? Good. Alright, question 17. A particular network service provider charges 20 kobo per second to make a call. For how many minutes will a customer call with 120 naira airtime? Alright, so 20 kobo per second makes a particular call. So the first thing we'll do is let's convert this 120 naira to kobo. So you know 100 kobo makes 1 naira. 120 times 100 will give us 12,000 kobo. So this is the amount spent now. So if 20 kobo is equals to 1 second, then 12,000 kobo will be equals to x second. Let's cross multiply. This will give us 20x is equals to 12,000 kobo, isn't it? And then our x second will be 12,000 kobo divided by 20 kobo. Is that okay? So that will give us 600 seconds. Now, remember the question says how many minutes? So we have to change these seconds to minutes. You still remember your rhyme. 60 seconds make 1 minute. 60 minutes make 1 hour. So if 60 seconds makes 1 minute, to convert 600 seconds to minutes, We're going to divide 600 seconds by 60 seconds. So 600 divided by 60 will give us 10 minutes. So the customer can call for 10 minutes with 120 naira. Question 18. If half of the difference between a certain whole number and 7 equals 1/3 of the number, which of the following is twice the number? Is it 42, 21, 10 and a half, 4, 1 over 5, or minus 14? Alright, we don't know the whole number, so let the whole number be y. Now the question says half of the difference. Half of the difference, if the number is y, the difference between the number and 7 is y minus 7. Half of it, y minus 7 divided by 2, is equals to what? 1/3 of the number. 1/3 of the number is 1 over 3 times y, which is y over 3. So we have been able to change these sentences into a mathematical equation. Do you understand? The difference between y and the whole number, y minus 7. Half of that difference, y minus 7 divided by 2, is equals to 1/3 of the number, 1 over 3 times y, which is the same thing as saying y over 3. Alright, now we cross multiply. 3 times y minus 7 is equals to 2 times y. So 3 into bracket y minus 7 is equals to 2y. Open this bracket. 3 times y, 3y. 3 times minus 7 minus 21 is equals to 2y. Okay, so I'll bring this 2y to this side and bring my minus 21 to the other side. This becomes minus 2y. 3y minus 2y. And then this becomes plus 21. 3y minus 2y is equals to 21. Is that taken? 3y minus 2y is y. Y is equals to 21. Now the question is saying, which of the following is twice the number? If the number is 21, twice the number is 2 times 21, and that is 42. So this is the number that is twice the number. Is that okay? Very good. Question 19. This is supposed to be for a graph. You have a table and you have been given an equation that you would use to complete this table. If y is equals to 2x, in completing the table below, find the value of a and b respectively. Alright, so you have x ranging from minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. You have to find the equivalent value of y. Alright, so since y is equals to 2x, I'm just going to put in the value of x for whatever I'm looking for. So when y is a, that means my x is minus 2. So I'm going to put minus 2 here for me to know the value of a. Y is 2 into bracket minus 2. 2 times minus 2 minus 4. So y is equals to minus 4. A here is minus 4. And then I have to look for b. B is when x is 3. So I'm going to put 3 into this equation. Y is equals to 2 times 3. Y is equals to 2 times 3. So y is 6. That means my b is 6. A is minus 4 and b is 6. Is that taken? Very good. Alright, question 20, which is the last question for this series. Solve 3 over 8 bracket 5x plus 1 is equals to 3 over 4. This is the same thing as saying 3 into bracket 5x plus 1 over 8 is equals to 3 over 4. Then I'll cross multiply. 4 multiplied by this, and then 8 multiplied by this. But before then, let's open this bracket. 3 times 5x is 15x. 3 times 1 is 3 over 8 is equals to 3 over 4. Then cross multiply. 3 times 8 will be here. Then 4 multiplied by 15x plus 3. Let's open this bracket. 4 times 15x, 20x. 4 times 3, 12. 4 times 15x, 60x. Is that taken? Then 4 times 3, 12. 3 times 8, 24. Okay, so let's bring this 12 to this side. 60x is equals to 24 minus 12. 60x is equals to 12. Divide both sides by 60. 60x divided by 60 is x. 12 divided by 60. Okay, I can have 12 here 1, 12 here 5. So x is 1 over 5. is the taken, that is the value of x. With this, we've come to the end of this series. Don't forget, you need to visit our YouTube channel. If you've not done that, subscribe and press the notification button so that you can be aware of new upload. Alright, thanks for listening and watching. Have a nice day. Bye.